flight, you know. We'll go to NC State at Clemson. Unfortunately, you threw me off because you're throwing in later starts before earlier ones. But NC State, a 20.5 point underdog at Clemson. Total is 46 in this matchup. We saw Clemson get I don't know, schooled in their opener against Georgia on a neutral field. Now they got your favorite rock to rub before they run down a very dangerous hill to start off a football game, in my humble opinion. If you got a high ankle sprain or any sort of ankle concerns, you better make sure you're taking the slow road down the from Howard's Rock. Do you think NC State? I mean, I'm a little bit surprised that at Big East Bend picked this one with such a large spread here, but there must be something you have about this one.
Well, the thing is, I mean, NC State was a preseason top 25 team. I mean, they ran into a meat grinder with Tennessee in that one. They just did not have the horses to keep up, and they've looked mediocre against their two lower tier opponents, Western Carolina, and I forget the one last week, but again, didn't even come close to covering the spread. The thing that's interesting about this game is you are getting the same number.
Louisiana Tech last week, 30
Louisiana
to 20,
Tech, which
30 to
won
20
by 10.
Yeah, 30 to 20
Yeah.
victory. Yep.
You are getting the same number with a preseason ranked ACC NC State team as you were getting last week with App State against Clemson. It was the same exact number, 19.5. Yes, App State didn't even come close to covering. Clemson put up 66 points. But still, you got to love the value there. I mean, this is a classic buy low, sell high position to be in. I like the Wolfpack covering the number plus 19.5. They got to do something this season. Give me NC State.
Yeah, so I'll actually give you 20.5 points, but
Okay.
that is a reminder to shop around. There are different numbers, especially when they're not a 3 or 7 key number. You might be able to find a little bit of value on the various sites. Of course, if you have access to in-state betting, that is probably a lot better for most, but the offshores generally, I think, give you some sharper numbers, which could be better in this case, getting a full extra point on the NC State Wolfpack. I'll go under 46 in this matchup. I'm just not really a believer in Clemson at this point, especially after all the 0-1, 0-1 to the Lords memes that were coming about Dabo Swinney. I just don't believe in his program at this point. The lack of interest in the transfer portal, I feel like, was really short-sighted and just didn't really make a lot of sense. But I feel like a lot of the things that Dabo Swinney stands for, I kind of feel that same way. But NC State goes on the road, pretty big price here, as you mentioned. Hopefully they stay within the number, and it's a low-scoring 3-0 final.